Hi everyone and welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'll show you how to create a cron job and a script to update ipsec with IP address from a dynamic domain or a dynamic DNS. So let's hop over to my server in the cloud. So first what we're going to do is to create a ipset. So we will name it ipsec create demo list. Right, so if you've not seen my previous video, we need to specify the type, which is hash IP. Okay, then let's do a quick validation. Okay, we can see that the ipset list is being created. No members at this point of time. Okay, next, what we're going to do is to create a script. So I've already created a script before this tutorial, so I'm going to show you how it looks like. Okay, so remember to enter the shebang or the executable, which is our bin and bash. So this is a bash script. So first we want to find the IP address using dig command, right, to find the dynamic the IP address of the dynamic DNS demo.dyn.org, right? So we're gonna find the IP address using the dig command and then assign it to a variable IP. Next, what we're going to do is to flush the demo list, right, to clear the old IP address and then add the sudo ipsec add the demo list $IP, right? So I'm running this under the user demo. Therefore, I need to use sudo because ipsec is a privileged command that you need root or sudo permission to run. Now, you could create all this in the root account, right? Then you don't have to be worried about executing the command, um, especially with those that need admin privilege, right? Running sudo. The other thing that you need to take note, I have disabled the need for entering password when I issue the sudo command. Therefore, this is possible. Now, if you have not disabled that, you will hit into the challenge of needing to enter the password, right? So do take note of some of the nuances on this command itself. So those are the three commands that you actually need to update the ipsec. Now, once you are done with the base script, right, you can actually do a quick validation. You don't need this unless you're running the script manually. Uh, you can also output the uh, updated IP to a text file, so you know that the script is being run. It's more for validation, troubleshooting, right? So what I did was assign a text file to the output variable and then put the IP address that we got from the dig command into the text file in the temp folder, right? Okay, so that's pretty much the script that we need to run or to create. Once that is done, remember to change mode to executable for the command, and then if I do a ls minus l and we can list all, we can see that this is under user demo group demo, and then it is executable, right? So make sure that you have the executable capability uh, for the script that we have just created. Okay, once that is done, what we're going to do is to edit our cron job. So I'm going to run cron tab -e, which is to edit uh, the cron job file, right? So do take note of the user permission, right? If I'm running the cron tab -e under the demo user, I will have created a job under the user demo. Okay, so I've already tested out the script, so the script will look like this. Now, the first entry here is the minute followed by the hour, right? You can actually see the explanation right here as well, or you can look at the help, right? So it starts with minutes, hour, day of month, and then followed by month as well, right? You can also have week of day of week as well. So the syntax is there, the explanation is there. So we're going to run this every minute just for the testing purposes, every hour, every day, every month, and every day of the week, right? So asterisk, all this asterisk will means that I'm running it on a per minute basis every day, 7 days a week, 12 months a year. Okay, so once you set the time of the execution of the script, you need to then specify the path. You need to have the whole path followed by the script name that you want to run. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the configuration. Okay, so you'll see that the script is now installed, right? There are a couple of additional useful command, right, that you will use. So to check the cron job whether it has been installed, you can actually do this sudo systemctl status followed by cron, right? And you can see that uh, what are the commands that was previously run, right? So it will run on the minute, right? So you can see now we have a new um, cron job that is reloaded at 9:50. And then what is the command, right, or the script that is being run? So you can see that the script is being run successfully by the user demo, right? So it shows that the command is being run successfully, or the cron job is being run successfully. Now if I go back and do a list of the demo list, I should see that, right, an IP address has been updated, right, into my demo list. Now, if you remember, we also have the validation file. So if I come over to the temp file, I should see demo.dyn.org.txt. Okay, you can see that it's been run twice since this tutorial, since it's past 2 minutes has passed. Um, and you can see that the IP address is being updated. Okay, so now if let's say I'm going to simulate a change of the demo.dyn.org and then wait for the next update, and you should see that this ipset list, you'll see this IP address change once the cron job is run. So let's change the IP address to .9.9.9. Okay, so if we do a dig now, short. Now, if you don't do the short command, I'm going to just show you what you'll get, right? Right, you'll see a lot of information, right? And you can see that right now, the IP address has changed to 79.9.9.9, right? So if we do the plus short, we should see that the IP address has changed. Now, let's see whether, and then if we look at ipset list, list, you can see that it's not run yet, so therefore we will not see this being updated. It should take the next minute for it to update. Now while we're at it, let's check whether, okay, so it has been run. So if we look at the demo list, you can see that, right, the cron job on the background has run, and the IP address is changed to 79.9.9 instead of 79.111.111.111. Okay, so this is one useful application, right? I use this for my environment. I have a name server. Now, in the event that the IP address changed because of the ISP or because I changed the service provider, I could actually update the DNS record manually if I'm running a manual domain name, or I can use the dynamic DNS to automatically update my WAN IP address so that I don't accidentally log myself out, or log myself out from the access to the server in the cloud. Okay, so this is one use cases of how a ipset with a script and a cron job could help in your lab environment. Now, the challenge with cron job is that it is very easy to configure, but however, sometimes it can be hard to troubleshoot, right? And in the next tutorial, I will show you systemd timer, which allows you to have better control in terms of troubleshooting as well. However, it takes a little bit more syntax, a few more steps to get the same effect of a cron job. Okay. The last command that might be useful for you is also to take a look at the logs in the syslog folder for the cron job. So we will grab any of the logs inside our syslog to see if there's any error on the cron job. Oops. Okay, you can actually see that, there's cron job being run, but the systemd system control status gives you a little bit more detail. But so these are some of the basic troubleshooting you could go on to enable debug for cron job for troubleshooting, but for this tutorial, we're not going into that detail. Okay, now once this is done, right, I can then add the list that I have created into my IP table. Minus match set, minus match set, demo list, source minus j accept. Okay, so then I can use this demo list, right, or the sets from the IP set that I've just dynamically updated into my IP table. Oops. Okay, so if I do a sudo IP tables, chain, I can see that I've added in the additional IP set here, right? So for those of you who have been using IP tables, you know that for every IP address, if you start to manually add IP addresses in your IP table list, it can become very long very quickly, right? So ipset definitely helps you to make your IP table list a lot neater, right? And it does definitely help when you need to troubleshoot the IP tables in your lab environment. Okay, so with that, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for the next video on systemd timer configuration, right? So you can then decide which is a better option for you to set up some of this script and jobs, right? Schedule jobs for your lab environment. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and take care.